Hello and welcome back to another Battle Bunker video, and today I want to do a short little review of the WWS static grass applicator we recently purchased. As you can see from the figures behind me with the green static grass, I was using these on Boxing Day really. I was basing up a lot of the figures you can sort of see behind me, the Rohirrim cavalry there, behind the camera, and that is also your Adrium and everything. I found it a doddle to use. Very small amount of instructions, and once you've read that and understood what it's asking you to do, it's no time at all. I was doing all these in no time. Product itself is very, very good. One thing I do stress, and it does come with a warning on the front, is when you clean it out, do not use any form of liquids. Obviously you're dealing with a small electrical current. Obviously you don't want to damage the product, and secondly and most importantly, you don't want to do any harm to yourself. Although it's in your low current, you still don't want to get electric shock from it. So what is it then? Well, that's all it is inside, as you can see. And I'll just take it out of the box. What else do you get in the box apart from the applicator? Well, you get your instructions in various languages, which I think, is very good. It's, very international in that. The product can be sold around the world and with good, clear instructions. You get a little catalogue showing their other products than that they do. There's the flock box there with a little very micro adapter, flock adapter that can be used with that. A larger version of the one we've already got for doing really big terrain pieces and that, and terrain tables and things. And obviously the product we got. Various glues and other bits on the bottom, and on the reverse side, the static grasses and the flocks and that they also do. You also get, which I think is a nice touch, is a warranty card. So that's that out the way. So what is it? Well, here it is. Sort of reminds me of a German World War II potato masher grenade, really, looking at it. Sort of, you can imagine that. It's plastic hopper and screw top. And then obviously you've got a plastic handle here, and this has got a rubberized coating. On the handle itself is an on-off switch to activate the machine, and then on the top, when you unscrew it, is where a 9-volt battery sits. A 9-volt battery, if you not know, is one of those. Always remove the batteries when it's not in use, because obviously batteries do have a tendency of leaking if they're left on charge or left in connected up for a while. And also you don't want to damage your product. Onto the handle itself, you've got a short cord, it's quite a longish cord really for what it is, cord with a crocodile clip on it. The crocodile clip clips to your base or whatever piece of terrain you're doing. If you're doing a terrain board, place a pin in your terrain board, clip the old crocodile clip onto that, and then turn it on, and then you can do your flocking. How to put your flock in? Well, that's quite simple. You unscrew the top of the hopper, take that off. That's where the metal gauze is, and that's where your static charge will come through. Fill it up. I normally fill about sort of halfway, just over, and then screw that back on. As I said, connect the crocodile clip to your base, turn it on, and give it a shake to get it out. And as it comes out with it turned on, there'll be a red light actually on the switch itself. Once you've turned it on, static grass comes out onto your base and it should all stand upright. Stay tuned, I've done a little demonstration which I'll now show you. There you go, look, I've got some trays ready with the white glue on them, water down with a little bit of water. This is the applicator. Inside the hopper, you've filled it up with the static grass. On the front there is a metal gauze, which has, when you turn the power on, it puts like a little charge, or current to the static grass. So that's what makes it allow to stand up. Power on and off switch. In there's the 9-volt battery, and then down here I've got the earthing point. So what you do is you connect up. On that one there. There we are. So connect up your tray into there, creates your circuit, turn on your static grass applicator, and then Just gently give it a jiggle. Remember the old shake and vac advert? And then as it's coming out, because it's got coming through that gauze, it's got like a low current to it. Just putting a load of static onto it, and it will stand up on the base. Just do that. A bit more of there. And there we go. Turn it off, take the clip off, do my tap, and there you go. And repeat the process. Well, there you have it. Quite a simple and really quite effective little tool, really. It's certainly worthwhile. I think it's got a lot of uses in that. Doing terrain builds and that, doing big terrain boards, or even just doing terrain, just a small little terrain net section and that. Doing your figures on the bases and everything. Again, I think it's a wonderful, worthwhile tool. Just to go on, that is one of the pots I bought with flock to use with the machine. That's a bit tight. There you go, just take that off and then just pour that into the top of the hopper. Like I said, what I do advise is either put out a couple of sheets of newspaper and do it over that, and then you can fold the newspaper up, and then any excess that gets spilled over, you can pour that back into your pots or back into the hopper, or do it over a tray, very similarly as what I've just said. But if you're doing a terrain board, obviously the simpler and the easiest way of doing that, it would be just to give it just a light sort of brush off, and that once all the flock and everything is dried. But there we have it, WWS static grass applicator. I'll leave a link to their website in the description below. Certainly worth checking out, very useful and worthwhile tool for wargaming, or even railway modelling for that. There we are then. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.